So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's got some space here. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there on the first play of the game. 42 yards. Back to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Back to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on 3rd down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone, and they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know, maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. On 2nd down, Eckler. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. Hurts. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 18. A nice pickup of 17 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 1st and goal from the 6. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. We're scoreless after 1. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They're going to look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Eckler. And Eckler will Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the first down. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Big Jordan Davis. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They run once more with Taylor. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. First and 10, Taylor now. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Colts had 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll look to throw now on first down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll set up to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. That really sets them back. A loss of 6. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught at the 20. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because, remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have one half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
And that is incomplete.
So a stop here defensively to start this third quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And not his best effort there as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength. Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good, and with it they have taken the lead.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
They go play action with Hurts.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Yannick Ngakoue picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting the sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack.
Hurts. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Throwing is Hurts.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
Mike Edwards picks it off.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the third quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you can lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 4. Steps away to his left. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Colts.
Brandon Ayuk,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
And even 100 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Back to Taylor on first down. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Again, it's Taylor.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 11 yards there, just like last play.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he takes it in for a Colts score.
Jonathan Taylor, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year,
as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Eckler now between the tackles. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Indianapolis, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition.
Today. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
The Chargers at 3-4 on the year coming into play. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears are going to have great field position here as